And it's because of him we have hope. Without him, there's no hope. Without him, we are most miserable. Lord, we worship you tonight. We appreciate you. We are grateful. Thank you, Lord, that you called us from wherever we have been and brought us to the knowledge of your salvation. What can man give in exchange for his life? What can you give? What can you pay God with? Is it your life? He's the owner of your life. Is it your wealth? He's the giver. Is it your time? He's the master. The earth and this fullness belong to him. So there's nothing you can do for him. He lacks nothing. But the only thing he lacks is when you are not there. He feels it. It grieves him. That's why he wants you to come. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Tonight, the Lord has gathered us to give us rest. Because in his presence, there's fullness of joy. At his right hand, pleasures forevermore. Our God is good. I said our God is good. Our God is good. And his mercy endures forever. It's by his mercy that we are kept. His compassions fail not. They are new every morning, every morning, every morning. How great you are, O God. Excellent Jehovah. Marvelous God. We are here tonight, O Lord, to learn at your feet. Because it is by this word that you made the heavens and the earth. By this word have you sustained all things. And we know that your word is life. And you've gathered us tonight to give us life. And I want to assure you, as many of you as are gathered here tonight, your life will improve. Because the word gives life. Therefore, the addition of the word of God adds to your value, adds to your life. Hallelujah. Amen. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. We welcome you on behalf of Apostolic whom we so much desire to be with us here tonight. But I believe she's watching. I welcome you all to Nehemiah Apostolic Resource Center. Can you give the Lord a smile? A smile. A smile. Then an applause. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Tonight, the Lord has prepared a table before us. And it is in the presence of his enemies. And because they cannot stand his presence, therefore they have fled. So that the word will have his way in our midst. And without wasting time, I want to tell us someone that God has prepared to share with us tonight from the treasures that God has put into her life. We are talking about Mrs. Maryanne Inok-Oragunye. She was here with us sometime last month. The kind of exposition she gave was so awesome that the pastorate quickly decided that she must do part 2. And tonight is part 2. Hallelujah. Some people are not excited. That means we are not here during part 1. I want to plead with our speaker for tonight, if it is possible, if there is time, just use 5 minutes to reflect on part 1 so that you can now flow into part 2. I will tell us a little about this vessel. Maryanne Inok-Oragunye is an accountant by profession. She holds a postgraduate degree in business administration and also holds various certificates in regulation, management, and finance. Her career spans over 20 years in public service, the power sector to be precise. She is a pioneer, reformer, and serial entrepreneur who has pioneered several initiatives and businesses. She is an outspoken social activist, having strong interest in hospitality, decor, writing, and speech. Professional affiliations. Maryanne-Oragunye is a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management, and she is the Vice President of the Joint Consultative Committee in her establishment. Maryanne and Nehemiah Company. Maryanne is of the second generation of the Nehemiah Company, a member of M2M, a direct mentoring initiative run by no other than Apostolic herself. Maryanne firmly believes in leadership by followership. She is known at NAC for her passion for causes of women, youth, and children. Family life. Maryanne Inok-Oragunye is happily married, and she is blessed with 3 adorable children. And I think you can see them. Hallelujah. So, ladies and gentlemen, brethren, with Jesus' joy, can we rise as we welcome Mrs. Maryanne Inok-Oragunye.
Sit down, please. Good evening, everybody. It is my pleasure to be here. I am here with Jesus' joy. I want to thank Nehemiah Apostolic Resource Center for the opportunity to be back here. It is really a privilege. I don't take it for granted at all. I want to say a very big thank you to the pastor of the house, the apostle of the house, in the person of Apostle Oprah, the resident pastors, and all of us Nehemiahs. So I just want to start by saying good evening, everybody, once again.
Good evening.
So according to Pastor Ifa in the part 1, which I didn't know I'll be here again, even when he said it, I thought it was a joke. And I went to sleep and forgot about it until about Thursday. I saw a flash, Pastor Ifa had sent me a message. I'm like, oh my God, how do I read it out? But honestly, I'm really happy and thrilled to be here. And like I said the last time, I just want to share my perspective, which I hope is a good perspective, and that we can hopefully shed light on how we can get propelled in this year of the Propel. So it's it's a continuation. Sam? Okay. It's a continuation or a revised edition. Maybe let me call it a revised edition. This is a revised edition of the, when you write a book, then you now revise it. So when I was speaking last time, that was in line with the Children's Day celebration, and I had to rush through a lot of slides. And today I'm really going to rush through again. So I've modified it to more practical things. Last time we talked about a lot of things, including dreams, and we tried to find out whether we had our dreams, people were dreaming, or they had stopped dreaming. And we found out that a lot of us were caught unawares. Maybe we've forgotten our dreams, or we have to redream them, or we have to reawaken them. So that is how we're going to start. I'd just like to start with a little prayer. In Jesus' name. Father Lord, we want to thank you for this opportunity today. We want to thank you that we are alive to see this glorious day. We want to thank you for this house. We want to thank you for everybody gathered here. We want to thank you for our brothers and sisters that are not even here present. We want to say that, Father, even as we download into that which you would want us to hear today, that your presence is here with us. The Holy Spirit will guide us, guide our thoughts, guide our speakings. And I pray that our utterance will be that comes from your heavenly throne, in the name of Jesus. I pray, oh Lord, that at the end of the day, that dreams will be reawakened. We pray that there will be hope. People will come back, find that there's still hope. We find that there will be expectations and there will be new perspectives for us to go and walk with towards our being propelled in this year of the propel. All this we ask in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So we talked about propel, and then we started with the progression at NAC. We talked about the different years, starting from 2017. We had the year of Go Forward, we had the year of Elevate, and then now we're in the year of Propel. Then we demonstrated Go Forward, Elevate, and Propel. And what we said that Go Forward is an instruction. I can choose to go forward or I can choose not to go forward. We talked about Elevate, the same thing. But we talked about Propel, and there was something significant about Propel. And we said Propel is from the Latin word propeller, which means to push forward, to drive forward, to move, to impel. The Cambridge English Dictionary said to push or move something somewhere, often with a lot of force. So what we discovered is that propel will push you with force. Propel will not ask you. Propel is about being pushed. You're being pushed into that which you're meant to be. It's not asking you nicely. It is something that you are forced to move into. So that is what this year is. That God is going to propel you to where you need to be. God is not asking you to move, but we have to position ourselves, and that's why we're here. We have to give God something to work with. We have to partner with God, prepare ourselves. So this is a kind of like preparation, the things that we ought to do to enable God, propel us to where He wants us to be. Because trust me, I prophesy today that it will catch many of us unawares. You will find yourself where you never imagined, without you even dreaming. Let me just say, without dreaming it, because we discovered that a lot of us are not even dreaming. So, but we will dream, and we will find ourselves there in Jesus' name. So we talked about generation, because it's about generation, the upcoming generations. And we looked at the Bible, the definition of generations, which are people born in a given time. Then we said in the American template, we have 6 living generations. That demographic is used to just break people into groups of different ages. So we have the millennials. No, let's start from the silents, which are age 74 to 91. We have the boomers, age 55 to 73. We have the Gen X, which I belong to, 39 to 54. We have the millennials, 23 to 38. Then we have the Generation X, those who are 22 and below. And I said for this purpose, we're going to push in the boomers. So we're talking to about 4 generations today, and I'm sure we're all represented here. So we're speaking from the boomers to the Generation X. This presentation is for all of us. And then we asked, what are the challenges? They're all listed there. We said it, there are a lot of them. Poor state of education, unstable economic structures, lack of planning for the future, unemployment, no succession plan, lack of strategy, lack of mentorship. And we said we're quite lucky that here at Nehemiah, that we are lucky to have the person of Apostle Obi, who has graciously, offered herself freely to mentor so many people like you and I who are gathered here today. So if you find that you ever need mentorship, Nehemiah Apostolic Resource Center is a place to come to. Why are we here today? That was that day. We were here and I said I was here to awaken dreams, to rekindle the fire, to bring a mind shift. I was here to ginger you up and to propel you into your future. That was what I was here to do. So what am I here to do today? Why am I back here? I'm back here to reinforce the power of dreams. You know, I'm such a dreamer, I think, so I really will emphasize, and you cannot achieve anything without dreaming. If you can't see something, if you don't think of yourself being something, how are you going to get there? So it is very important. If you listen to every successful person, you will hear they dreamed. Everybody, they had this dream, they had this plan in their head, and they walked towards it. That is why you must dream. God is not going to come and dream for you. You have to aspire for something. So I'm here to restore hope. We talked about hope deferred. And because of hope deferred, we read the Bible passage. It makes the heart sick. Where there is no hope, how do you dream? I'm here to bring a mindset change. I'm here to awaken the creative and innovative you. That is very important to me. It's time. We talked about the challenges being faced by the upcoming generation. So how are we going to overcome these challenges? We have to bring out the creativity in us, bring out innovation. We're not going to sit down and feel sorry for ourselves. And then I'm also here to articulate where the spirit of excellence must reside in you. I think for me it is extremely important that people understand that in any task that you are given, you are to perform excellently. And it is something that you ask God for. It is a prayer point that you ask that the spirit of excellence rest upon you, causing you to do all things with excellence. So that's it. I'm here to propel you into your future, into God's ordained plan, to ginger you up. And you know, I explained ginger. I didn't know it was a word, but it's there. It says to make someone or something more exciting or lively, to ginger a group up by proposing a new strategy. So I'm here for the strategy parts. We're here to get new insight, new strategy to how we're going to position ourselves to be propelled in the year 2019. So we will all live here today. I've shared out booklets. I don't have one. Can I have one? I don't have one booklet. I'm sorry, please bear with me with the quality, but I'm sure you will understand the intent. The quality is not how I wanted it, but I intended this book to be something you cherish and something you keep with you by your bedside. And I said, we will all live here today articulating a dream. And what is a dream? That cherished aspiration, ambition, or idea. A lot of us, Pastor Ifeanyi articulated his quite all right. Pastor Kechi had to think a little. You know, so some of us will go through that again today. So you must, at the snap of your finger, know what your dream is. You don't have to sit down and start thinking. Because if you don't know your dream, how are you inspired to walk towards your future? So in this book, we're going to use it today. Before we leave here, and even after we go, I want us to articulate our dreams. We'll put it down here so that we can walk towards it. Mission. Why do you exist? What is your goal? And what is a mission? That strongly felt aim, ambition, or calling. Your mission is an assignment. So if you don't articulate your assignment on earth, how are you going to complete that task? A lot of us are moving, you know, you're just moving, you just wake up to exist. You can't wake up just to exist, because how will you reach your goal? You have to be able to define your mission on earth. God put all of us here with a mission. You have a mission. So you have to discover for yourself, what do I think is my mission? And how does it affect me? How does it affect the people around me? Vision. A picture or idea you have in your mind of yourself, your business, or anything that is going to happen. An idea of the future. A strong wish. A clear vision helps you pursue dreams and achieve goals. So do you see that they are all intertwined? If you look here, a vision. Vision helps you pursue dreams. If you don't have a vision, how will you pursue your dream? Achieve goals. You see here, mission, what is your goal? So all these are linked today. So if I don't do anything, if I don't finish my slides, I believe that at the end of the day, you will go home with an assignment, which is articulating these three things. And you see on this journal, I wrote something that I want you to always read to yourself every day. It says, I'm the master of my mind. I will use it wisely. as this lays the foundation to my life's path. As I progress, you will see the power of the mind. So mind over, what do you say it? Mind, who's going to complete it for me? Mind over, it's a saying. Mind over what? Mind over matter, I think. Is that it? And then I also wrote here, my life is worth living. I'm speaking here to people who wonder, why am I here? Why am I alive? Every life is worth living. And your life will be what you make out of it. I was created with purpose. God created you with intentionality. You were created with purpose. I will fulfill purpose. That is where you decide that you must fulfill purpose. And in Jesus' name, everybody in this room will fulfill purpose in the name of Jesus. Amen. It also says, I will dream. I will be intentional, confident, focused, dogged, charismatic, purpose-driven. I will achieve my goals with God by my side. So even if you do nothing after your prayers every morning, if you read this to yourself and think about it, I think it will ginger you, to go up and keep going at what you need to keep going on at. So we went through all this. Who are the participants? We said there's a God part, and what does God do? For encouragement, we go to the Bible. There's so much scripture to encourage you. And then I will talk here about giving power to the weak, Isaiah 40, 29 to 31, and strengthens the powerless. Even youths will become weak and tired. Young men will fall in exhaustion. So it's there in the scripture. You understand? God knew that we'll go through this. But he said, those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. So you have to remember, they will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. So that's something to encourage you. And the one I like here also is Genesis 1:28. We all know. God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth, subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. So you have the authority already. You have been empowered. Who are the participants? You have a big role. The you factor. So I said for you to be positioned to propel, you have to be dogged. You have to have goals. It's important you have goals, long-term and short-term goals. What do I want to achieve in the next 3 years? Long-term, what do I want to achieve by the next 10 years? It's important for every individual to know their goals. Focus. You must be focused. Have inspiration and think generational blessings. We should always be positive. Stop thinking about the generational curses. Focus on the blessings, and God will bring them to pass in the name of Jesus. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add to these characteristics, and I'll start my presentation with a dream. So pardon me, I'm going to start again with a video. It looks like I like videos. But remember, we talked about inspiration, finding things that inspire us. At times when you look at other people's story, you learn, there are lessons to be learned from the story. So this story now is about a young man, yeah? So I'm going to play it. He had a dream. He's a dreamer too. So the power of dreams, that's why I'm playing this video. You need to understand that if you don't dream, you can't even achieve. You have to see that you can achieve something. Yeah? When you see that, then you will be able to go for it. So let's watch, and please listen. Hopefully, I hope the audio.
When was the moment you knew you belonged? Right here on America's Got Talent.
So this is America's Got Talent.
Yeah. Man, I guess no pressure. My name is Joseph Allen. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Texas, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
Okay?
Yeah. I feel like I'm about to look like a punk in front of 15 million people. When I was 2, my parents, they divorced. My mom remarried, and my dad remarried. I grew up in a blended family. I'm the youngest out of 12 of us. My mom, my dad, my stepmom, and my stepdad, every single one of them played a serious role in my upbringing. When I told my dad I was going to be on America's Got Talent, my dad cried. He's always known that I've had this thing of just like saying something and then accomplishing it. When I was younger, when I said I'm going to be a motocross racer, I just started training, watching YouTube videos and like breaking bones, and before I knew it, I was winning races and beating guys who've been racing forever. And it's the same with the music. I wrote a song for my mom, and I recorded a video of me singing the song, and then I posted it on Facebook, and then people started sharing it like crazy.
Still gonna be your baby boy, Mom.
I taught myself how to produce, how to mix music, how to engineer. Now I'm here.
I love you guys, man. And we love you back.
And when I'm done on the stage, I want to be able to look at them and say, yeah, I made them proud.
Go out there, Joseph, and make
I'm
it happen.
gonna make a deal with you really quick. If I get the golden buzzer, you gotta come out there and pick me up.
Oh, I got it. Listen, I promise you that.
All right,
That's for real. I will throw you across the stage. Go ahead. Go.
What's your name?
My name's Joseph Allen.
Tell us about yourself.
I go to school out in Phoenix, Arizona.
Do they also go to school in
I
Phoenix,
think they
Arizona?
go to my same school. Yeah. Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
What are you gonna do here for us tonight?
I'm gonna perform a song I wrote for you guys.
Oh, an original song?
Yeah, an original song. Yes. Yeah.
And why did you decide to enter the show this year?
I see myself as being someone who can make a major impact in the world, and I just want to see how much of a footprint I can leave on Earth before I leave.
I am so intrigued. Yeah, you gotta let us see it now. Good luck.
Thank you.
He's
You think this is serious?
I don't know.
Okay.
In life, moments come and go. Take a shot or you'll never know. Your heart will tell you when it's time to move. Ask yourself what you got to lose. When it storms, when it rains, it falls on all of us the same. But after today, the world's gonna know my name. Everybody backstage, please don't be scared. Cause up close, Simon looks just like a teddy bear. A couple steps up off the stage, watch how far that I go. And I'm gonna be my fan with this, and that's no bullshit, Chicago. Put competition in my backpack. I'm trying to be incredible, like my birthday was Jack Jack. And now I'm standing on this stage here at AGT. Dreams do come true, and you can take it from me. Just 1 minute, and head drive. Determination in my eyes. If they don't say that I work hard for this, trust me, they lie. Make the crowd say, oh yeah, knock it out like daylight. I'm all about pushing the limits, not about pushing papers. Do you feel me? America, can you hear me? This young man's out here chasing dreams. I hope you see that clearly. Future man, I put it on the line. So I gotta make it now before I'm out of time. In life, moments come and go. Take a shot or you never know. Your heart will tell you when it's time to move. Yourself what you got to lose. When it storms, when it rains, it falls on all of us the same. But after today, the world's gonna know my name.
Tell us what you're feeling right now.
I just feel blessed, man. I feel blessed. This is crazier than I thought, man.
Is your family here tonight?
Yeah, they're ready.
That's a big family.
I grew up in a blended family, but they all played a major part in me growing up. I just want to thank all you guys. You guys raised a dreamer, man, and we're doing it.
Listen, dreams come true on this stage. And I think we're seeing your dream come true.
I'm sorry I look like a punk up here.
I'm a punkette, then, because I am literally crying as well.
Yeah.
There's a new generation with millennials and like putting out there what is good in this world. And I believe you are so good.
best reaction for doing nothing we've ever had on the show. Like, you got a standing ovation before you even performed. And I'm thinking, am I like one step behind here? And I said to Julian, is this serious or not? And
I think it is.
I tell you what, the whole world should go to your school right now. Because seriously. You got amazing energy, I've got to tell you.
Thank you, son.
And I like your voice as well. I think you've got a great tone.
I might not be the best singer in the world, but man, I love to perform.
No, but I love you. I love you. Look, Joseph, first impressions to me are everything, but watching the reaction you got before you even started, like I said, was astonishing. That was an amazing audition. I love you.
Thank you, thank you.
From the moment you walked out, your smile is electric. You know, and you walked out with such exuberance and and that's what life is. You know, life is a series of moments. People at home are talking about this moment. People in this room are talking about this moment. People just want this moment to happen. While you said you want to leave a footprint, well, I will give you the footprint you need to leave.
So who enjoyed that story? And who understood it? Did we understand it? So what's going on is that in British, Americans Got Talent. Is that it, right? That's the show.
Yeah.
So a golden buzzer takes you straight to the show. It takes you straight. It bypasses other protocols. So that was what he got. And guess what? When he was stepping into that place, everything in this story is immoral to me. When he was going into that place, he said to the, what's his name? The presenter, when I get the golden buzzer, you have to come and pick me up. So he was determined already. He was already determined to get the golden buzzer. And when he got in there, he was asked some questions, and you could see everything was about a dream, a preparation. He had dreamt about that moment. He had prepared towards it. And then he found the courage, and that was the result. Now, I'm just going to ask a quick question. What do you think are the characteristics of that young gentleman? Can you just tell me the kinds of characteristics that you think?
They were positive energy.
Positive energy. Dogged? Yeah.
Believed in himself.
He believed in himself. Good.
Highly enthusiastic.
Focused.
Determined.
Determined.
And then he didn't let the negative occurrences in his family affect him. Yeah.
Exactly. He embraced it.
He took the positive morale from it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And that made him even more determined.
And he was ready.
And he was ready. He was prepared. So you see that even without the presentation is over. We have learned that this thing is not you can't get it without preparation. You have to be intentional. So these are some of the things I put in that you have helped me complete. He's charismatic, isn't he?
Yes.
You know, so some of us, we don't have to go around wearing long faces because you don't know, first impressions don't matter. And you don't know if you will ever have the opportunity to make a second impression. He's bold. He's a bold boy. He's confident, bold in a good way, because you can also be bold in a bad way. He's hopeful. He was driven, exuberant, purpose-driven, the same. He's intentional. He's very intentional about what he wants. He's ambitious. He was ambitious. For him to say, if I get the golden buzzer, come and pick me up, that was ambition. He wasn't just going there to say, oh, I just want to pass through this audition. He wanted the golden buzzer, and he got it. He's amiable. I mean, you could see Simon. Everyone knows Simon. Simon was grinning from teeth to teeth, from cheek to cheek, you know, till the end of the audition. He's a dreamer. You heard him, he kept repeating dreams, even in his song, and then innovative. That was his song. He didn't go to sing anybody's song. It was his original song. When you're going for an audition, that is a very, very dicey thing to do. For you to go to a song with your own, with an original song of yours. You would want to sing something that the judges are familiar with and something that can help you. So, why are we to be propelled? We're here to prepare outstanding individuals with the spirit of excellence that can hold their own. We're talking about people that wherever you find yourself, you can stand confidently and strong. You're not coward. You understand? So confidence in today's world, especially in today's world, to raise a generation of God-fearing, self-reliant, confident, all-round, well-grounded men and women that can affect and influence your space. Remember, mission, vision, you're here for a purpose. So this is his original song. Now, the lyrics to that song, some of us maybe were carried away by the beats. I didn't bring it because of the beats. This is what this boy wrote. His name is Joseph Allen, sorry. In life, moments come and go. Take your shots, or you never will know. Your heart will tell you when it's time to move. Ask yourself, what have you got to lose? When it storms, when it rains, it falls on all of us the same. But after today, the world is going to know my name. That's what he wrote. Dreams do come true. You can take it from me. Just one man who has drive, determination in my eye. I'm all about pushing the limits, not about pushing papers. Do you feel me? America, can you hear me? This young man is out here chasing dreams. I hope you see that clearly. I've got to make it now before I'm out of time. He's on a mission. He knows what he's here to do. We go to dreams. The power of the mind, dreams. At the first, when Simon asked him, why are you here for this audition? This is what Joseph Allen said. This is the moment I've dreamed of for a long time. Oh no, that's at the end. At the end, when he had, finished singing, and he was crying, and they said, what's going through your mind? He said, this is the moment I've dreamt of for a long time, and this is nothing like I've ever imagined. So can you imagine what it is? The power of your mind, your dream, you see something, you don't see it in the physical, but you have dreamt about it, and then it comes to manifestation. Do we understand now the importance of dreams? That without dreaming, if you don't dream, you don't see it, then how will it manifest? The mind is the most powerful tool that humans possess. It can be used to help you attain success, or it can take you to the depths of failure. Your mind can help you attain success, or take you to the depths of failure, all in your mind. The mind is the key to success. If you are not the master of your mind, then your mind will rule you. You mind over matter, that's what I'm saying. You have authority. God has given you authorities to subdue, to dominate. So you already have the authority. So you must never let your mind come over the matter. What you think about is what you will bring about into your life. You must see yourself as who you want to become. So that is very important. Don't see yourself as who you are now. Pastor always says it. Pastor says that when I heard her saying it, she said that when she relates with people, she's relating with the things she sees in you in the future. It's not about the now. Because at times, we're very judgmental on earth. Oh, why is she with this person? No, see that person's character. Oh, look, what? She's saying the you that can come out of that person. And that is where the mentorship comes in, and she tries to bring that out, pull that thing out of you. Okay? So it's important that even you, must see yourself. If you can't see yourself as what you want to be, how will other people see you? If you can't even dream of it. You can't do anything that you can't picture yourself doing. That's what I've just said. Once you make the picturing process conscious and deliberate, you begin to create the self you want to be. That's an anonymous quote. A person's mind is so powerful, we can invent, create, experience, and destroy things with thoughts alone. So your mind can do all these things before you actually get to physical manifestation. You can do everything you're dreaming of, you can work it out in your head and put it down in paper before manifestation. The Bible even says it. Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What you think about yourself, that's what you are. It's there in the Bible. So, you don't just think a dream, you feel it in your bones and in your heart. So the kind of dream I'm talking about is the one that you feel from your heart. It's not, oh, I dream of $1 million. Hey, I dream I want to have moved from Uye to house in big mansion in Metama. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. But dreams have to be very specific. And not just that, you must have a goal. My children, they want to have a mansion, and I said, what do you want to have a mansion for? How will you take care of the mansion? Even if you have it, how will you run it? The upkeep. So it's not just about having that kind of wild dream. It's the one that, oh, I want to play lottery, I will win. That's not the kind of dream. It's a dream of your purpose, a dream of your mission, a dream of your vision, where you're going to. Where do I see myself? Dreams help us choose a path amongst many options. Because there are many options. But if you dream, let's say for one, I'm dreaming of owning a restaurant. Will I now, they say they are doing tailoring, I want to start going towards tailoring. That's not in my dream. It's not in my dream, so I have no business trying to go and buy a sewing machine, because I've not dreamt of that. Dreams increase our potential. Dreams help us prioritize. A person who has a dream knows what he's willing to give up in order to go up. For example, I have a dream, I want to start a business, and I have 2 million naira in my hand, and there's that car that I can buy, I need it for 2 million naira. Yet the 2 million naira can help me set up a business. What will I do? Will I buy the car or pursue my dream? So that's priority. But if you don't dream, you probably will just go and buy the car. Dreams predict our future, which is what we're talking about. Where you see yourself, you imagine it, then you start walking towards it. So that's, your dream is already showing you where you want to go to, and you begin to walk towards it, so it predicts your future for you. The power of dreams. Dreams add value to our work. A dream puts everything we do into perspective. Even the tasks that aren't exciting or immediately rewarding take an added value when we know that they will ultimately contribute to the fulfillment of a dream. Can you imagine that you can be doing something now that you don't even like? Or you're not, because you're anxious to get to the end point. But you're being let know that this is the process. You might have to go through that to get to the end point. Okay? So I want to challenge all of us to dare to dream. You can't be propelled if you don't dream. And that's the simple truth. Now there's something I asked last time. How many of us were here the last time? Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick one. Sorry, sir, at the back. What's your dream? Yeah. Yes, you. No. Yeah. What's your dream? So let me know if people did what they were supposed to do when they left here the last time. I said when you're asked your dream, because you can just be asked, you have to be able to articulate it.
Glory to God.
Hallelujah.
My dream is to be an inventor in the field of science.
Great.
Chemistry, precisely. I've always had this dream of getting lined up alongside with Isaac Newton.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thomas Edison and Albert Einstein. To be quite honest, I also dream to be the man of the 21st century.
Excellent.
In 1999, Albert Einstein was the man of the 20th century. Now, that was the end of the 20th century.
Yes.
Now, my dream is not to even get to the end of the 21st century before I get that award.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Please, can we give him a round of applause? That is so well articulated, and he's very much in order.
Yeah.
I pray to God, sir, that your dream will come true.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
So that's the first assignment, please, for the rest of us. When you go home, articulate your dream and write it down. Articulate it and put it in this book, because this is a remembrance. Don't write anything flimsy. Those who don't have it, please, can someone share them a copy? Don't write just anything in it. So I'm going to go to mission. I'm going to use Joseph Allen again. He was on a mission. Before he went in, he said, when I get, he didn't say if I get. That's another thing. He didn't say if I get. He said, when I get the golden buzzer, you have to come pick me up. He said that to the presenter. When I get the golden buzzer, you have to come pick me up. When he was asked by Simon, why are you here? He said, I believe I can make a major impact in the world. He's 21, but he could articulate all these things already. So is anybody going to tell me their mission? Does anybody have a mission? Can they tell me? Sister Obi.
Yeah, I have a mission. And my mission is for the young boys and girls out there, to see them. My mission is to see them out of the streets and for them to become who they are exactly meant to be. And that is why if I see them anywhere, I try to talk to them. I try to make you to understand there is more of you. Like people in Apostle's house, they will tell you, I'll call them, I'll tell them there's more of you. You can't end here. I have to ask you, what next? What is your plan? What is it that you can do again after this?
Thank you so much. Thank you. So here we see mission. A mission is that strongly felt aim. It's an ambition or calling. It is an assignment. It is a goal. So that's your mission. So you have to write it down. What do you think? What is your aim in life? What is your ambition? What is that calling? Again, I told you, the mind, the heart. You have to think it. You have to correspond with your heart, and you will get to know what it is. So what you'll be writing is a personal mission statement. I know some of these things are strange to us here, but believe you me, it's very important, because this will put you on the right path. A personal mission statement is a written down reason for being, and many believe it is the key to finding your path in life. A mission statement is focused on the practice of what you need to be doing. Writing a personal mission statement offers the opportunity to establish what's important to you. It will help you know what's important to you. It will help guide you towards a decision on a particular job, company, or career field. So to write a personal mission statement, there are 5 questions that you will ask yourself to help you in doing that. The first question is, what is important? Everyone has what's important to them. To some people it's family, some people it's career, some people it's money, some people it's success. Whatever is important to you, answer that question for yourself. Where do I want to go? What does the best look like to me? For me, the best could be maybe driving a Honda CR-V. Somebody else would be dreaming of driving Escalade, you know. So there are different levels of best. People have what they are best. You define your own best, what you think your best is. How do I want to act? What kind of legacy? For me, that's the most important, more than material things. What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? It's important you ask yourself that question. And then a few guidelines. Keep it short when you're writing it. Don't forget about others. It's not about you. How are you affecting others? It's not only about you. In your mission statement, whatever you want to do, how does that affect the life of other people? Your society, your family, the world at large. Then share it with the most important people in your life. Like he shared his dream. You see, I would never have known. Looking at him, I wouldn't know. But when you share your dream, you never know. You give people a different perspective. They're able to see a different side of you. And you just never know where they could be asking for something science. I don't know he's science inclined. So share your dreams. It's okay to share your dreams with other people. Even though we're in a society where you have to be, careful. For everybody, I tell everybody has their space. So examples of mission statements, I'll take one or two. To create opportunities for today's youth, like Sister Obi just said, something in that line. To positively impact the life of every person I meet. To encourage everyone I interact with on a daily basis. Sister Obi, I think that's something like you said also. So let's look at some personal mission statements of CEOs. Oprah Winfrey, what does she say? To be a teacher and to be known for inspiring my students to be more than they thought they could be. I read somewhere, when she had actually said that she didn't know it would be on TV. That it will be through the TV that she'll be inspiring people. I like this particularly. It's not because it's about women empowerment, but I like what she says. Amanda Sternberg, founder of Daily Worth. To use my gifts of intelligence, charisma, and serial optimism to cultivate the self-worth and net worth of women around the world. She launched Daily Worth in 2009 to help women build wealth. Since then, she's grown her site to more than 1 million subscribers. I believe financially empowered women are the key to world peace. So that's what I was telling you, that your mission statement doesn't have to be just about you. Richard Branson, he said, to have fun in my journey through life and learn from my mistakes. So that's a very nice one. Steps to developing your personal mission statement. Identify past successes. For example, I was part of a team that developed a strategy for implementation for healthcare reform. I helped with fundraiser for an IDP camp resettlement that was widely successful. When you identify your successes, it helps you know what direction in which you are skilled, or focused towards. Identify core values. Develop a list of attributes that you believe identify who you are. So you can see some of the attributes there. Once your list is complete, see if you can narrow your values down to 5 or 6 of the most important. So check yourselves, what kind of core values do I have? I'm confident, driven, innovative, charismatic, bold, positive, family-oriented, compassionate, spiritual, committed. Step 3, identify contributions. Make a list in the ways you could make a difference to the world, to your family, to friends, to your community. Okay? That's in the best case scenario. Don't look at it and don't take in the limiting factors like money or position and all that. Just think, in an ideal situation, how would I impact on all these people? Then number 4, identify goals. Think about your priorities in life. It's important you know your priorities. Make a list of your personal goals. We talked about that. Your short-term goals. Everyone should have goals. Short-term and long-term goals is very important. And then, for example, short-term, to continue my career with a progressive employer that allows me to use my skills, talent, and values to achieve successes for the firm. Long-term, to branch out and start production of my products. So you could be working for somebody in the short term, but in the long term, I want to branch out, go and do my own thing. I have a 5-year plan, I have a 10-year plan. I like 5-10 plans. Every 5 years I try to review, I said in the next 5 years, this is what I want to be doing, and I'll be counting down. Where am I at? Have I made progress? Then do I need to shift the goalposts? But it's important that you even think about it. Then step 5, you write your mission statement. My personal mission statement: to positively affect the lives of all I come in contact with and make positive impact to the world at large. That is my own personal mission statement. So that's the second assignment. In your book, when you go home, throughout this week, think about your mission statement, your personal mission statement. Vision. Again, back to Joseph Allen. When he was asked, vision is an idea of the future, a strong wish. It's a strong wish. You see, so all these things are not really reality. They are not in the now. They are things that you're seeing, An aspiration. Again, when he was asked why he was out there, he said, I want to see how much of a footprint I can leave on earth before I leave. He didn't mean leave that stage. That's not what he was talking about. Before he leaves earth, at 21, he's already thinking. And that was why Howie got up and said, I'm going to give you a footprint, and use that was the connection. He said, you said you want to leave a footprint, I'm going to give you a footprint. And he used his feet and hit the golden buzzer. So that was a young man at 21 articulating his vision. So your personal vision statement guides your life and provides the necessary direction to chart the course of your days and the choices you make about your career. Your personal vision is how you commit to living your life. It influences all areas of your work, including family, spirituality, physical well-being, leisure, and work. So that's about intentionality. When you have a vision, you're intentional in everything that you do. This is a book, The Inner Game of Life, by Timothy Galway. It says, if you have a clear vision of where you want to go, you are not as easily distracted by the many possibilities and agendas that will otherwise divert you. Today they say they are looking for you in baking, you go. Tomorrow they say it's sewing, you go. Next tomorrow they say it's something else, they are looking for a computer, you run. That's the distraction. So you find that you've gone around, years going around in circles. But a vision statement will keep you focused. If they say escape room, you go. If they say, okay, today where it's something for baking, you're there. Something for continental, you go. But you keep it within that niche of where you're focused, where you want to go to. Why a personal vision statement? Why do you need one? Why do you need a personal vision statement? To avoid distractions or disconnections from your life's direction, what I just said. If you don't have a vision and you're not focused, you'll be distracted. Too many things, there are too many distractions in the world. To be inspired to focus on what is important. That mission, if you're reading your vision statement every day, you'll be focused on that one thing that you want to do, to provide clarity for the future. Another writer, Steve Corby, says, begin with the end in mind. So can you imagine that when you're starting something, think of the end. Don't just think of starting. What is your vision for the end? What's the end point? Okay? So what is a vision statement? A strategy for getting the results you want in life. A map that shows you how to reach the summit of your dreams. Dream again, that's another thing. So a vision helps you attain your dreams. A story you tell about the impact and mark you will leave in the world. Your guide for saying yes and or no to a sea of endless options. The youthfulness of a good personal statement. It keeps us in track. It pushes us through times of laziness. It gives us something to cling onto when fear. There are times you want to do something, you're afraid, you're doubting yourself. Hey, will I, But if you have a vision in mind, because you know that that's where I want to go to, you will push away that fear and continue on that path. It gives us a feeling of pride when we see it manifest. Can you imagine how that young man felt when he was on that stage? How to create your personal vision statement. Focus on the future. Pick a direction. Make it relevant. Let your vision be relevant. Okay? Include your core values. Strive to create rewarding experiences. Be clear and concise. Make sure it inspires you. Let your vision inspire even you to want to achieve it. Let it inspire me who will listen to it. Have a timeline in mind. He said, at the end, I want to be sure that I would have left a footprint at the end. So he had a timeline. At the end of his life, he would have achieved all these things. So these are examples of personal vision statements. My personal vision is to have a life of meaning for myself and others. It is important to me to live my life in a way that shows kindness, care, and concern for my family and friends, and even strangers. Earn respect for myself based on a recognition of my accomplishments and abilities. Maintains a sense of appreciation to the beauty of nature and a sense of humor. That seems a lot, but that's someone's personal vision statement. 2, to be the person my children look to with pride when they say, this is my daddy. To be the one my children come to for love, for comfort and understanding. To be the friend known as caring and always willing to listen empathetically to other concerns. So these are all visions. You can pick yours, it doesn't have to be complicated. So this is mine. To leave a lasting impression on all I come in contact with. and to make global impact in my career and chosen enterprise. This is what I would want to see myself at the end of the day. So if you look at my vision, it's futuristic. It has direction. It is relevant and purpose-filled. It will be rewarding if I can achieve it. It's challenging because this is a very big ambition. It inspires me, and I'm sure it will do to others. It is clear and concise. It has a timeline. So this is an example of what you need to do for yourself. So please, let's not take this as a joke. It will help shape you in and guide you, because we're just trying to prepare ourselves to be propelled. So we're trying to give ourselves direction, on where to go. We talked about hope. I've talked about it before. So I'm not going to go about it, but hope is really letting you know that all is not lost. Even no matter how old you are, we've heard about diplomas, success after failure. We saw all these people. We talked about Susan Boyle, who at 47 won British Got Talent, So success after failure also, that it's okay to fail. It really is okay, but just pick yourself out after failure. Most of the successful people in life had gone through one failure or the other. Lessons to learn. Failure is crucial and inspiring part of success. Success takes more than one try. Mistakes make us smarter. Most successful and famous people in the world have endured the most failures in life. They have failed repeatedly. Have you suffered a failure or multiple failures? That makes you a candidate for success. Never forget that. Restoring hope. So let's refocusing on connecting to ourselves, okay? Ask yourself, what is my purpose? What are my goals? Keep asking daily and write your answers. Persist until you come up with the ones that resonate as true. Then remind yourselves of your goals and purpose every day. Wage the battle against your mind and your thoughts. Remember, your mind is telling you something else, your thoughts are telling you something else, because what you're seeing does not match your dreams. But you must wage that war with your mind. Find a new hope and a new set of achievable goals. Yes, I've had goals before, but look at your goals again. Redesign them. Look for ones that are achievable, okay? Find motivation. Remember, I told you about motivation. My mother was a motivating factor to me. My children now are a motivating factor. If there's something to motivate and inspire you, trust me, you will pick yourself up no matter how down you fall. The creative and innovative you. We talked about the new thing in Nigeria. I mean, not really new, but this is it. We've been told that even if you have a degree, that's more than a shorty, In a speech to graduates at the university, the president assured you that it's not business as usual. You can't think that you have to come out and get a job. So for me, I think that's a ginger. It's not something bad, it's a ginger. It gingers you to now know that when I come out, I have to come out and be creative. So I'm talking to young people. Look at what's happening. There's unemployment, there's no jobs, So a degree does not guarantee you a job. Times are changing. Necessity has propelled creativity. The quality of finished products have improved. So I'm calling on everyone, even as you write that dream, think of that talent that you have, think of that thing that you are good at, think of that thing that you have an interest in. Even if it's not your field of study, but something that you're, in your gut feeling, that thing that they call gut feeling, think of something. I think I want to challenge everyone here to awaken their creative side. It's not okay to keep saying, oh, I didn't get a job, oh, I'm looking for employment, I'm working. No, that time is gone. Everything is selling. I had a girl who was a lawyer in my office. She was a youth copper. And she would go around selling fruits. Her bowls of fruits were, I think, 300 naira, 500 naira. Every morning she would bring it around and people are buying. And one day I heard someone call her, say, what are you doing? You're a lawyer. How can you be going around selling fruits? I left them. When they finished, I called her, I said, you see that your fruit, sell it. Don't mind him, keep selling your fruits. Later, when I was doing the analysis, I said, you know what people are talking about? This girl wakes up at 5 o'clock to prepare her fruit and bring to the office. At the end of the day, even if she has sold about 20 plates of fruits, that's 10,000 naira. She comes to work 5 times a week. That's 50,000 naira. 20 days in a month, that's 200,000 naira selling fruits. Because that is the least that she sells. Now, even if she bought fruit of 100,000, even if she bought fruit of 150,000, which is not possible in the month, she has made 50,000 naira on top of her regular allowance as a copper of 30,000 naira. So who is the fool now? You're there saying she's the lawyer. And so I said, don't answer them. I have lawyer friends who are in different forms of enterprise, have never practiced one way. So that's my challenge today. People do different things. On CNN, they have African voices, I think. There was a girl, someone in Lagos, she does chin-chin. That's the only thing she does, different flavors of chin-chin. I was shocked. And chin-chin is sold out all the time. She has different flavors. Chin-chin, the packaging, innovation, vanilla flavor, this one flavor, chocolate flavor. She sat down and was creative, maybe different design stuff. So what is it? My sister has poop spray. I have a friend who was in Lagos. She told me, I said, why do you like this Lagos? But she was complaining. I'm like, come back to Abuja. I said, Maryanne, in Lagos, I can't say it. I can't say it. But she was like, Maryanne, in Lagos, anything you package, even now, I was S word, even now, then go buy now the packaging, you know. That's what she said to me. And I started thinking, I'm like, really serious? That is Lagos for you. So Lagos people are more artists. You see, people, everybody is hustling. You go to, let's use a party for example. The people that are doing bakery are doing, people that are doing bole and fish are there, ones that are doing desserts. So there is so much out there to do. This is not the time to say that, oh, I wasn't schooled, I wasn't taught, I wasn't. And there's always the money to start small. My sister Jumai always said to me, she says, start small. She will advise, she has said it, start small. It's okay to start small. When you see people who have started big, it looks as if, hey, it just happened for them. They started small, you just never know. When I started my hobby of cooking, it was from my kitchen. My husband doesn't know. I used to cook in my kitchen, you know, and then it was when people started saying, oh, okay, do you have somewhere for us to come and sit down, you know, and eat or something? I'm like, sit down and eat. Well, I enjoy cooking. So for me, it was really natural. It came natural to me and it's a hobby. So that thing that you even think is a hobby, I want to encourage you to pick it up and take it seriously, okay? It is time to be creative and innovative while in those days. So the characteristics of successful entrepreneurs, all you have to do is be forward-looking, hard-working, think a step ahead. There is a product, go one step ahead of the product on ground. I just told you about chin-chin. Who would have known that you can start doing vanilla chin-chin, maybe coconut chin-chin, who knows, groundnut chin-chin. Be creative and innovative. Be passionate. You see, something you're passionate about, you will speak about yourself. Because when you go to sell your product, if you're, you know, I tell people nobody can market your product like you. You know what you put into it. You know your vision for it. So if you are passionate about your product, when you go to market it, even your passion, not the product, will sell itself. It is how you present your product that will make someone interested in buying it. Opinionated, confident, resourceful, positive. You must keep positive. There's no need to say, okay, well, this one, I don't know, if I go, will they take it? You've already killed yourself. Power of the mind. Think positive. So these are some successful entrepreneurs, and really they all have stories. You can go and research them. You know, it didn't just happen in one day. Functions of an entrepreneur. I'll leave that one out. How to be an entrepreneur. Find your industry or niche. Find the right business for you. Like I said, find something that you love. Find something that you have talent for. Find something that will inspire you to get up every day and keep it going. Research the market. If you want to target Abuja, you research, this is my market, is it for Wuse? Is it, will I go to Kubwa and go and give them there? Or will I come to Highbrow, Metama? Educate yourself on it. Never go into something that you don't know about. That's the first failure. Educate yourself. No matter what it is that you're doing, try to know a little, if not much, about it. Build your business slowly. Network, sell your ideas. So, how to be a successful entrepreneur like our sister Jumai? Challenge yourself, take risks, reduce fear, hire great partners, plan your finances, listen to complaints, be your biggest critics. Some people don't like to criticize themselves and they don't like criticism. You will never learn, you will never grow, you will never get to improve yourself if you don't take criticism. Ask for criticism because criticism will help you improve yourself. Self-promote, don't be shy. No matter what it is you're doing, talk about it. When you see people, talk about what you're doing. Don't wait, oh, I want to print flyer. I want to go on social media. Be your own marketer. Then I gave us some ideas. The list is endless. Small businesses that don't need much. You can imagine even ushering services. That's why I say Lagos people are more creative. You go for events, you will see them. The ladies, they look as if they handpick them. All the same size, the same height, the same structures, the same hair set. You see all of them. Then some of them are doing only a short one. You know, someone has packaged it. Someone just sat down somewhere. Maybe sold about 20 size 8 or size 10 ashwebi. Different colors, maybe 3 different sets, traditional or formal or evening, long gown. When they say they want for evening, you run and come. I have usher. Do you need usher? 5,000 per head. You finish, you tell them, why I'll give you 3,000. You have taken your change. You'll be going. Those people are there. You are not paying them full time. You call them. So there's so many things to be creative about. If it's guys, bouncers, they're looking for bouncers. Now everybody likes to feel the event. You get your security. You know, so those are things that are not cost effective at all. You know, I wrote something here, recycling. We don't do a lot of recycling here, but you just never know. Innovation. If this environment does not encourage those kinds of things, you can innovate. You can go and learn about recycling, and you can begin to go to people collecting things. Oh, give me your old plastics. You know, I will come and pick it up. Just separate them. You know, so this is the time for thinking. I'm just trying to awaken us. The limitations. What's holding you back? Is it past failures? You've seen that you're a candidate for success. Is it dead dreams? Wake them up. That's why we're here. Wake your dreams up again. Is it the system? Beat the system. Don't complain about Buhari or Jonathan, because if the complaint doesn't end, it started from Obasanjo, who complain, Jonathan came, who complain, Buhari complain. Are you not tired of complaining? It's time for you to get up and beat the system. Do it yourself. Leave the system alone. You have God, right? Hope deferred. We've talked about hope deferred. Forget about the past. Let's move on to the future. Lack of clarity or vision. But thank God from today we will know our vision, because we're going to articulate our vision. When your vision is articulated, then you can move forward. Lack of mentorship. Come to Nehemiah Apostolic Resource Center. We have the apostle in the house, Apostle Obi Pax Harry, who so graciously mentors men and women like you and me. So motivation, find something that motivates you. Even if you don't want to stand up, for those that have children, look at your child. Your child will ginger you to get up. When you know that these people, there is a future for them. I owe it to them. Just like my parents did for me. I am responsible for these young ones. That should be enough ginger. Even if I don't have another ginger, let me stand up, because these young ones, God has placed them in my care. I have to stand up and be useful. I have to fulfill purpose just for the sake of their lives, if not even mine. I have nothing, no one. No, everybody has somebody. Because here we belong to churches. We're in church every day. You have someone. Just find that person you connect to. A sister, a brother, a pastor, or something. In your workplace, you can find somebody, an elderly person who might mentor. These days, people don't come to you straight off. But you can go to them. Oh, I have this challenge, I have this thing. And it doesn't always have to be financial, that you're going to ask for financial help. You can just go, oh, please, I want to brainstorm with you. Please, I have this small, can you push me in this direction? Words of wisdom from the elderly are very valuable. Waiting. You can't keep waiting. Get up. Miracle mindset. No, you have to do something. Yes, miracles will happen, but give God something to work with. Victim mindset. Oh, I'm battered, I'm bruised, I'm tired. I tried this, it didn't work. I tried that, it didn't work. No, you're still alive. You're not dead. Get up. Okay? You have to keep going. Outrightly giving up. We cannot give up, because we have God. So we can't afford to give up, please. I'm speaking to everybody here today. So solutions after today, forget the past, dream again, don't be afraid of your dream, keep hope alive, have faith in God, have faith in yourself. Develop that skill, that idea, that interest. Don't forget. The spirit of excellence that I talked about, this is the last thing I want to talk to us about. The Bible says that Daniel had a spirit of excellence. Even though I've written it here, I want someone else to read it for me. Daniel 6, 3 to 4. Can someone just read what it says? It's there on the screen. Can someone help me? Because it's like we're sleeping. Daniel 6, 3 to 4. Can someone read it for me?
Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes because an excellent spirit was in him. And the king thought to set him over the whole reign.
Wow.
Then 3-6.
Okay.
Then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom. But they could find no occasion of fault, for as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error of fault found in him. Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except to find it against him concerning the Lord of his God. Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king and said thus unto him, King Darius, live forever.
Can you see that? They could find no faults. Presidents and princes. When the spirit of excellence rests upon you, presidents and princes, he was distinguished above them. They didn't say he became a president or a governor, but he was distinguished above, not with them, above them. The king gave thoughts to setting him over the whole realm. So please, let's try. In fact, it's a prayer point, because I see in Nigeria people are not interested. I'm sorry to stereotype, but a lot of people just want to just go by. Maybe we're tired, or we're too stressed out. You forget about doing things excellently, and then when someone else is being excellent in what they do and getting ahead, you feel bad. You feel bad. The truth be told is that excellence does make room for you. Look at what the spirit of excellence does for you. It distinguishes you. You saw here in the Bible. Amongst people, you can spot out. If I ask someone to come and clean this floor, and someone else who will do it excellently will go ahead to even lift up, there's a difference. You will distinguish that person. So out of 10 people who are doing the same kind of thing, one person is going the extra mile. That person will be distinguished. It places you above your contemporaries, your peers, even people ahead of you. You are placed above once you exhibit excellence in everything that you do. It makes room for you. You enter places that you shouldn't even be in. Because when they're looking for someone, even though you're not qualified or even though you're too small, they'll say, no, but we know that person. She's good, bring her in. She's the right person that we need here. So the spirit of excellence will propel you. Okay? So that's my conclusion. I want to ask that please, after all said and done, let us imbibe the spirit of excellence in everything that we do. It is highly important that you're not like a diesel about anything that you do. It sure will make room for you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I'm still going to conclude the same way. Don't give up. Don't give up on Nigeria. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on God. The world needs you. Nigeria needs you. Your generation needs you. Your family needs you. You must fulfill purpose. The world is waiting for you. You carry a solution. You cannot afford to abort purpose. We must come together to propel each other. Thank you so much.
Hallelujah.
It's been wonderful talking to everyone. And I just pray that at the end of the day, even though you did not hear everything, you picked one thing, which is articulating your dream, your vision, your personal vision statement, your personal mission statement, and hope is not lost. In Jesus' name.